question.
Mr. Speaker.
Call the member for Redlands.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose the motion and the rubbish from those opposite who oppose investment in any form of infrastructure unless it's over 4 years away in the forward estimates in the world of hopes and dreams. And let's not talk about the carnage wrought large by the Newman government when they were in power. It is essential that South East Queensland households and businesses have safe and secure and reliable water supply. We have seen how critical water supply and security is in cities like Cape Town. When Cape Town revealed it was fast hurtling towards the moment where it would become the first city on earth to run out of water earlier this year, it caught the world's attention. Cape Town Deputy Mayor Mr Ian Neilson admitted they were taken by surprise by the 3-year drought, which led to dire warnings. He also said, "You must start putting things into place before this disaster happens so you already have this resilience built in." They are now driving projects around groundwater and desalination plants. On our side of the House, we deliver for our community. We deliver key infrastructure that protects and ensures we are on the front foot building resilience into our communities. This grid is an important asset for South East Queensland that allows an operational response to drought, slowing the drawdown of storages and providing more time to capture replenishing waterfall. In addition to drought, the grid also assists with undertaking of maintenance work and minimises the risk of short-term supply interruptions. SEQ Water is tasked to balance a number of factors in the operation of the grid, including efficient operation, maintaining safe and reliable water supply to meet the day-to-day needs of Queenslanders, as well as operating the system to manage drought conditions as they arise over extended periods of time.
Member for Redlands, pause the clock. Member for Southport, your interjections are not being taken by the member. If you wish to make a contribution, get the call, otherwise cease your interjections. Call the member for Redlands.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, protecting the south-east of Queensland against droughts that will only become more severe and harsher due to climate change. We can't ignore the future needs for water in south-east Queensland, Mr Speaker. That would indeed be a folly. With this investment, we now have important assets such as the Gold Coast desalination plant, which helps to ensure SEQ has safe and secure bulk water. The plant is in hot standby mode and is called upon regularly to supply water into the SEQ water grid, including when conventional water treatment plants are being repaired or damaged, as was the case during Tropical Cyclone Debbie in 2017. In hot standby mode, SEQ Water operates the plant 3 times a fortnight and produces a small volume of drinking water which is added to our supply. While in hot standby mode, if required, the desalination plant can reach 100% capacity in 72 hours. In recent times, the grid has been pumping water to the Sunshine Coast due to significant water shortages. Another example of flexibility this infrastructure will provide into the future for members like Buderim. We, Mr Speaker, are the government that builds water infrastructure. We ensure that communities in the south-east of Queensland have safe, secure and reliable water. Mr Speaker, Redlands City Council residents benefit from the water grid. In the event of drought or emergency, the water grid ensures water security for Queenslanders. For example, when the fires
members to my left. Member for Maroochydore. Call the member for Redlands.
Mr Speaker, Redlands City Council residents benefit from the water grid in the event of drought or emergency. The water grid ensures water security. For example, when fires cut power to North Stradbroke Island, at the water treatment plant kicked in 2014. Since 2008, SEQ Water has been subsidising water for customers by providing water at below or at cost. When there was substantial investment in drought-proofing our communities, a decision was made not to raise prices for the people of South East Queensland. The cost of water to some water areas is cheaper than others. The price path is designed to ensure all SEQ Water customers equitably pay the same, ensuring the benefits of SEQ's water infrastructure. In Redlands, we have been blessed to benefit from both access to the grid and some of Queensland's cheapest, and today, cheapest water prices. Mr Speaker, Redlands is an absolutely spectacular place to live and, in fact, I believe nowhere better in the world. Mr Speaker, we need the water grid. Every Queensland family needs it. Every Queensland business needs it. Mr Speaker, the Palaszczuk government will always fight for what is best for Queenslanders. Unlike those on the other side of the House, we will ensure Queenslanders have access to reliable, safe and secure sources.
Mr Speaker.
I call the member for Ujaroo.
Mr